everyone. I'm Andrea, and I will talk a few words about how to overcome prioritization challenges. Sometimes priority is that kind of word that you lose your tongue when you pronounce it, and sometimes also give you some problems when you start actually prioritizing in your work life. Good. So before going further, I will tell you about a few words about me. So right now I'm called like UXPO. It's a combination between UX designer and product owner. I'm a product owner since April last year, so I have a year, and I'm a UX designer since 2015. Yeah, correct. So I have a few years behind. Also, I'm a UX design mentor for EET Health, mainly helping startups with their UX design process and ADP list. Since I'm a UX mentor since actually this month. Yeah, you can find more information about me following me on LinkedIn or Twitter. I'm not tweeting so much, but usually I'm sharing a lot of information on LinkedIn, information related to user experience and product ownership. Good. So I told you about prioritization. So I will start with prioritization with love, of course. And after that, what does it mean to be a UX product owner and to prioritize? Because sometimes those jobs are fighting head to head. So it's not really easy to take some decisions sometimes, and after that to start to make the priorities. Which are the challenges during the prioritization process? Because, as I said, it's not something easy. Business value and user needs. Those are um, the main values on which you should take into consideration when you are doing the prioritization. What I've learned doing the prioritization, future improvement on my process, because I'm pretty sure there is no best process for prioritization. Each product owner, each UX designer, or each development lead, and so on, have its own process for prioritization. Sometimes we can have some, I don't know, some similarities between our processes, but I'm pretty sure that we do not have a best process, and I'm pretty sure that we are having great processes applied for our needs. Good. So from prioritization with love, what is prioritization? So, when you're saying about prioritization, the best definition came from Scrum Study. I'm pretty sure that you are used with scrumstudy.com. But let's think a little bit in our life. You have two tasks to do. Like you need to go into market to buy some apples, and you need to pay your electricity because if you're not paying the electricity, the company may cut it. So which task is the most important? Of course, the electricity, because the apples are in the market, and you can go at I don't know, at any hour you want to go. So prioritization may seem simple at the first glance, and may seem like, okay, you are doing that and doing that, but sometimes it's not really easy, especially when you are working with products, with software products, and you are handling a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know, in my experience until now, the most difficult part for me, it's prioritization. Why I'm saying this? Because sometimes when you are working in a company with another product owners in the team, you need to prioritize everything. So the why I that's why I'm saying that from prioritization with love, you need to love prioritization. You need to love to work with other people to prioritize correct. Good. Which are the challenges of prioritization? um, are not a few challenges, are many challenges. But I'm pretty sure you know about those challenges as well. but I will start with having to position at the same time. Like think about the fact that you need to take some decision, like being a user experience designer, in my case being a user experience lead, actually design lead, and being also the product owner. So from time to time it's pretty hard for me and I need some time to reflect about how should I take the decision in this moment. I will give you an example. Let's say we have a shopping cart that need to be redesigned from scratch, and let's say that we have a phone, or I don't know, a phone page redesign or a product page redesigned from scratch. What should you use? What should you choose to prioritize first? And when I'm facing these kind of challenges, each time I'm going to ask the user, and also to see exactly to see which are the data, which analytics, which can help me to take this kind of decision, because both decisions are very important for the end user. How do you choose that? For example, for the design perspective, I would say, okay, let's choose the redesign of shopping cart, because this I don't know, is something larger than the product page, has multiple flows, has multiple elements, and so on. And being a product owner, I would say, okay, but the shopping cart is running okay, the user know exactly how to do it, but the product page seems to be a little not really okay, and we want to sell more. We want to have in there, I don't know, maybe um, some information about the product. So sometimes it's pretty difficult to know exactly which is the best decision. And when you have these two position at the same time, it's harder, but it's not impossible, and it's very fun sometimes. When you need to prioritize both tasks for the design team and mix team. Oh yeah, everyone. For example, in my team have four designers, two copywriters, and another UX designer, and they are shared resources. That means that everyone will need to take a resource from my team, people, some people from my team actually. And what should I do in that moment? Because I would also need those people. I will need to discuss with the other product owners. So discussion with the other product owner will be the most important thing. And the challenge in here is related about the fact that, okay, so you need to discuss, and you need to find the time, the correct time to discuss, and you need to find the correct argument for you to have the team. And also because the other developers and content creators and testers are also some shared teams, and shared people, you need also to negotiate the people. So from this kind of thing came a lot of challenge. You need to be a very good seller sometimes, and you need to be a very good advocate, because you need to sell your proposal, and you need to be a very good advocate why you need to have that uh, task, or to have that story prioritized compared to other PO's story or task. Share TM and many projects to do. For example, sometimes we are running multiple projects at the same time, and it's not easy because you may face the fact that uh, both projects or third projects and so on are very, very important, and you need to prioritize which project is more important. And sometimes it's damn hard, very, very hard. Are things that, I don't know, you need to finish yesterday, but and another project that you need to finish today, and both are very important, and you need to face this challenge, and to take it as it comes, and to find the great solution to balance both projects. Changes that should be done as soon as possible. Oh yeah. Sometimes when your projects are running and you have everything very good established in your I don't know, in your sprint and so on, are things that are, I don't know, are not working. Let's say that a feature is, or a feature in a flow is not working anymore. Like, I don't know, maybe the um, know your customer feature for photographing and so on is not working. What should you do in that case? You, because it's a very important feature and the people are not able to use the shopping cart anymore, you should prioritize that kind of feature. And the other feature, you need to find a solution to reprioritize them, especially because sometimes you do not have the people. So these kind of things, in my opinion, in this moment, are the largest challenges. Are another small challenges, but those are manageable. But those kind of challenges are the most challenge for me, at least. UXPO prioritization. Oh yeah. So let's say that I'm my uh, right half is a product owner, and my the other half is UX designer work. So I need to be very, very clear with the task, with the roadmap, with the backlog, with everything we have. Every instrument we have need to be very, very well defined and well documented. And not just that, but also we need to know very much the customer. We are running, for example, we are running a lot of usability testing session, because it's not helping just for me as a UX designer to understand better the behavior of the customer, but also it's helping me as a product owner to understand, to better understand which are the features the client want into the website or into the application, and also will help me to understand uh, if the business direction in which we want to go is the correct one. For example, I don't know if you know, it is an example of what the business may want. For example, a rocket. After that, what we deliver for the prototyping, a small rocket, and for example, what the user really want, a bicycle. So sometimes from the business perspective, may came some KPIs that are not really easy to achieve, but understanding better the behavior of the customer and the needs of the customer will know exactly how to achieve those KPIs. Let's say that, okay, I run a usability testing audit. For example, I'm running a few usability testing sessions this week to better know how the user is behaving and why the user is stopping in the shopping cart. For me, it's very important to know, because we are having some KPIs, and a product owner, I as a product owner, I want to know why those KPIs are not achieved. I as a UX designer, I want to see exactly which are the problems in the flow. So when I see the results at the end, when I will see the report at the end, I will find a balance, actually solving the flow, but also solving the KPI, the business need to sell the product. So in that moment, um, I will know exactly how to do the prioritization. So in my opinion, being both product owner and UX designer at the same time is a blessing. Why I'm saying this? Because um, I'm more into understanding the customer compared with maybe the fact, if I would want to, if I was just the product owner, let's say that. Because right now I'm having a greater focus on, okay, I'm doing the UX designer work to understand the customer behavior, but also with the mind of the product ownership, I want to see exactly how this customer behavior can change my KPIs, or how this customer behavior will help me to achieve my KPIs. So this mindset in which I'm focusing on what customer wants is helping me to do actually the prioritization. Maybe let's say that okay, maybe I'm seeing something that the customer is saying that okay, I will want a feature because I don't know, it's helping me to remember my address or something. It's just a random example. But if I will be the product owner and I will see that okay, that feature is not so important compared with the bug actually in the flow. The prioritization in this case will be the bug, to solve this bug in the flow, and after that will come the feature that the user will want as something that may help him or her in the process or not. Business value and user needs. I mentioned a few minutes ago about how important it is to have a balance between business value and user needs. Um, though understanding those will help you a lot to find the equilibrium in the prioritization. um, it's not easy it's not easy to understand actually the customer experience, not easy to understand the customer needs, because sometimes the needs of the customer may be very different with what do you have in mind as a business goal. And sometimes you need to see exactly why those are different. And also as a business goal, you need to see if you are focused on the customer, because when you are focused on the customer and I don't know, I will give you an example of selling. Okay, so I as a company, I want to sell, I don't know, I want to sell phones. I, as a user, I want to buy phones, but I want to buy phones um, without paying too much for a phone, and and having um, some plan for paying in not all the time, not everything at the same time, like not paying, I don't know, €100 for the phone at the same time, but paying the €100 in 5 months. Okay, so I, as a business, I understood this problem of the user. So for helping me to grow and also for helping the user to achieve the need, I will let the user to pay the amount of the phone in 5 months. So this is happening also in prioritization. So you need to find exactly how to help the user by offering the responses to their needs, but also you need to find the equilibrium to sell your thing, to grow your business, because those are very important. So in prioritization, as I said before, when you have a, I don't know, a large amount of tasks, I don't know, let's say that you have 30 tasks. Maybe it's too much, but sometimes it's happen, depends. You have 30 tasks and you do not know exactly how to prioritize them. Make sure that you have in mind the business goal, and it's important. A product owner is mandatory to know about business goals and the user needs. When you'll have a user happy, you will have also a good business. When your user is not happy, your business is failing. So when you are doing the prioritization, have in mind the user needs and the business goals. What I've learned. So until now, I learned that finding the balance between business goals and user needs is not easy as you may think. It's never easy because are a lot of problems that you need to prioritize. Let's say that users are complaining about the fact that your website is running very slow. What should you do? But also at the same time, the users are complaining that they are cannot um, see enough details about the product. Both both complaints are user needs. But which of these complaints are business goals? I, as a business, I will want to sell more. I, as a user, I will want to see easy to navigate website or more information about the product. So I would prioritize, depends of how I will calculate a little bit in here to see, usually, for example, from usability testing, you may find out which of the information versus how fast the website is running is more important for the user. And based on this, I will prioritize, because for me as a business, in this way I will see exactly which is the breaking point that the user is not buying for me anymore. So I will need to prioritize in this way. Listen a lot from stakeholders and use the direction, research, and analytics, and take the right decision for your product. So, as a product owner, you should listen, and not listening just for your colleagues, for your stakeholders, but have a look on users' direction. Uh, do the research. When you are creating the task, do your research. And each time use Google Analytics or Hotjar or another tool that provides you very good information about the analytics on which the analytics in which direction the user is going. Research and analytics will help you a lot to prioritize, because you will know, for example, I don't know, let's say that you may have 2 pages to do. Okay, you will 2 similar pages, one for television and one for internet. What do you choose to prioritize? How do you choose to prioritize? From the business perspective, both are very, very important. Which is the one? So right now, if the pages are still existing in your website, you can go directly to usability testing to find out, or to, if you do not have time or resources, or I don't know, because it's happening, it's a reality to say that, okay, we do not have time. This is a reality. We may say that, okay, it's very important to have the usability testing, to run a lot of A/B testing and so on, but we do not have time, and we need to accept it and to be honest with that. But when you do not have time to do, like, I don't know, this kind of research, do the analytics part. So in this way you will analyze the analytics, so you will find which of the pages is most used by the user. So you will may take the decision based on that. But in here also is not easy. You may say, okay, if the television part, if the television is more accessed by the user, maybe because the flow is easier. If the internet page is not so accessed by user, is the flow not really okay? So based on those, and I suggest to have also Hotjar, you will be able to take the right decision. Communication is the main key, which opens many doors. Yes, learn to communicate with developers, hear what they want to say, because developers are great people. It's not so nice to say resources. Developers are great people, and they know the product maybe better than you, because they are going a lot of a lot of in the product, a lot of time in the product. So make sure that you are communicating with the stakeholders, with the other product owners, with the designers, with everyone. Learn to communicate, because when you learn to communicate, you will achieve something very bigger. That means that you will learn how to prioritize. um, Shared resources, you need to learn how to negotiate them. Yes, you need to be also an advocate. if you do not have the skills. Or a lot of courses where you may learn how to negotiate for people. For example, when will help you some soft skills courses to learn about it. Be flexible and be adaptable, because you need to change from time to time. Sometimes during in a sprint you need to change. It's not something that you want, but sometimes it's mandatory. So you need to be flexible and to have a positive attitude regarding the changes, and to adapt to everything. And of course, agile can be adapted to your group way of working. This is another thing that I suggest to do. Future improvement of my process: listen more and more. Sometimes when we are having too many meetings, um, maybe we are not listening too much. So, in my opinion, I should also listen more and more. Have more patience and analyze everything. And in my opinion, to analyze something is the key to learn more about your product, your people, and also about how to prioritize, and know about other products that can affect your product. Sometimes in larger companies, in larger product companies, the main product have another ramification. It's something like a tree with not with leaves and branches. So you need to know how the other products are interfering with your product, to know exactly what to expect when the other products are changing, and which are the changes that can affect your product. This is the best lesson I've learned because at the beginning, when I was product owner, were other products that I didn't know, because I was new in product ownership, and I didn't know exactly which were the all the implication in that direction. And I may say that right now I know the other product. At the beginning I didn't, but right now I know the other product. To take away: listen, communicate, be flexible, and learn. These are my four strong advices for you. Be open. Be open to listen, be open to communicate, be flexible is very, very important, and learn. We are not stop learning. Each day is classroom, in my opinion. For example, each day I'm opening the laptop, and I'm jumping in the first meeting. It's something that I may learn from the developer, because I'm curious to know exactly how the things are going in behind. I may learn about the tester, from the designer. I may learn about how the brand book is behaving, how the other products are behaving, and so on. So learn. So thank you very much for your time. And not at the end, I'm not a UI designer, and for images used in my presentation, I've used some images created by other UI designers, and you may find the images in here. Thank you very much, and do not forget to use those for advices.